Respected Chair, distinguished delegates, guests, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. I welcome you all to this small presentation on role of co-management societies in fishing harbour management. It's really a sharing of an experience. In India, there are a lot of fishing harbours, but most of them are given by Department of Fisheries of the coastal states. Some of them are coming under Harbour Engineering Department, and quite a few are under Central Marine Port. But really speaking, management of fishing harbours by government bodies is rather difficult due to obvious, very different reasons. Mainly, most of the fishing harbours are working at odd hours. For example, in Kerala, our harbours are working early hours, right from 4 to noon it is working. And if you are going to Tamil Nadu, very near state, especially in Tuticorin and Chinnamuttam fishing harbours, that works in the evening hours and goes up to midnight. When thousands and hundreds of people are working in the fishing harbour, loading will be there, unloading will be there, auctioning, dumping fish on floor, a lot of activities are happening. There arise many requirements like maintenance, repair, that finds the government bodies a little difficult to handle. Whereas co-management bodies, when they come to the management of the fishing harbours, it seems very good success. I'm not talking about the fishing harbour in foreign countries. In India, you have perfect examples. When fishermen or real stakeholders come join with the government bodies, when they come together for the governance of the fishing harbour, we see the success. In India, we had 2 fishing harbours, one in the west coast at Munambam in Ernakulam district in Kerala, second one in the east coast in Odisha, Paradip fishing harbour. These 2 fishing harbours are governed by a co-management society. In Munambam Fishing Harbour Management Society, and in Paradip Fishing Harbour Management Society. Munambam Fishing Harbour Management Society was registered in 2005, and Department of Fisheries, Kerala, they have handed over this fishing harbour to the society for its operation. Similarly, in Paradip Fishing Harbour Management Society, they formed in 2009, and Department of Fisheries gave this harbour to the Paradip Fishing Harbour Management Society in 2011. Come to the Munambam Fishing Harbour Management Society, there are 2 management structures. One is the GB, and the next one is the Executive Committee. Governing body of Munambam is controlled by the district collector as the chairman of the committee. You can see there are many government agencies, but the most significant one is the stakeholders' participation. We see the item number 8. There we can see 5 representatives from the boat owners 2 and workers of the Munambam Fishing Harbour 2 and 1 other from the welfare society. So there we see the joint governance of the fishing harbour. Similarly, come to the executive committee, is headed by the district joint director of fisheries as the chairman, and there also we see the representatives from the stakeholders. And these two bodies, they hold its meeting periodically, and they take, as and when they required, they conduct the meetings and take the joint decisions. And the most significant one, the real stakeholders, they execute whatever decision they take in the fishing harbor. And that shoulder the responsibility of running the fishing harbor, and everything goes on in a rapid manner. The active participation of stakeholders in the harbor management, when it comes, the code of conduct will be implemented perfectly, especially the handling of fishing and the ice. Everything will be done in a hygienic manner. These activities are done by a small team. This is the operation team. One of them, they have a hygienic inspector. He looks after the hygiene and sanitation, even measure the temperature of the fish landing over there. And these are the other assistance he is getting from the personnel over there. Munambam Fishing Harbour is known by its system, not by the structure. It's a small harbour, but the perfect system they implemented over there. Starting with a small fishing harbour, with a single auction hall, now they have a 3 auction hall developed by the society by its own money. Truly speaking, you may be amazed. Munambam Fishing Harbour Management Society is not collecting single paisa from the Department of Fisheries for its operation and maintenance. That is the plus point of the Harbour Management Society. And with the single auction hall, they develop 3 auction hall. They have beautiful parking area and wharf, and all essential infrastructure facilities are there in the fishing harbour. They are having almost 500 fishing vessels. In that, 450 are mechanized fishing vessels and 50 traditional. They handle almost 150 to 200 tons of material every day. And all other facilities like canteen, crate and shed room, gas store, diesel bank, all essential infrastructure facilities are there established by the harbour management societies. I say, Harbour Management Society at Munambam, they collect the revenue from the harbour, from the toll collection and service charges, and that all money goes to the society's account, not to the treasury account of the government. And that money they utilize for the operation, maintenance and establishment charges. I said again, Munambam Fishing Harbour Management Societies is not collecting any money from the government for its operational expenditure. I said about the benefits. When the real stakeholders, fishermen, boat owners, come to the picture of the governance of the fishing harbour, they implement the code of system, code of conduct, especially the hygiene and sanitation. This is the structures they have. I said about the fishing harbour, they have 3 auction halls. One is a sport auction hall, one is domestic auction hall, and the fishing vessels. Almost all the fishing vessels in Munambam are big in size, almost about 25 meter size. These harbour is getting visitors frequently. The picture above is visitors from the RIM, Indian Ocean Rim Association. They are coming to study the methodology, the model implemented there, the co-management model implemented there in the fishing harbour. This is executive committee meeting held at Munambam. And I showed in the picture also that all the stakeholders are being trained, not only by Embeda Netfish, Coast Guard, then other fisheries organization in Kochi, SIFNet, FSI, and they implemented a dress code in Munambam. Nowhere you'll see in any of the fishing harbors in the dress code. Just like a processing factory, they feel this harbor is their own. And they give more emphasis to the hygiene and sanitation in the fishing harbor. This is the most significant project they are running there, dry to recover ocean plastic. It's a number of prestigious project. 𝘿𝙧 Netfish started with the Association of Boat Owners Association in Manambam, and we got a NGO also, Planet there. I'm not going to explain in detail. My colleague will explain this particular project. 𝘿𝙧 and Netfish started in Manambam as well as Saktrikola Fishing Harbour in Kerala. Yes, as part of the awareness programs, we give n number of training programs to the stakeholders. These are the signboards available with regard to the minimum legal size implemented by Department of Kerala by the advisory of CMFRA Kochi. And we have that plastic project. We give the number of awareness programs to the all stakeholders in the fishing harbour. And the DROP project was funded by HCL Chennai here, and they also gave this health club to the workers in the fishing harbour. And now the harbour is going for the modernization. We got the plan. Now 4 AC air-conditioned auction hall is coming in Manambam in near future. It's a 200 crore CR project going to be submitted to Government of India for the modernization. Similarly, in Paradip Fishing Harbour Management Society also, they went little ahead than Manambam. This is the number of people available in the governing body, headed by the Commissioner or Secretary of Fisheries, Government of Odisha, and all major stakeholders are there inside the committee. Similarly, they have an executive body also. This is the operational team. They went little further because Manambam, compared to Manambam, Paradip Fishing Harbour is bigger. Manambam is having only 7-acre land, whereas Paradip, they have 50-acre land. So you can imagine they need more staff. This management body is headed by secretary, manager, assistant manager, deputy manager. Like that, they have a beautiful system. This is that administrative block, and they have a beautiful society hall. See the facilities. Can you imagine a fishing harbour is having wonderful facilities like a 5-star. There they have the general body meeting usually takes place. And this is renovation works going on in Paradip also. They have beautiful 2 auction halls coming, AC, air conditioned, with all infrastructure facilities. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the advantage of co-management societies coming when they come for the fishing harbour management. It promotes the self-sustaining and efficient harbour management and reduces dependence on the government funding. It collects its own, develops its own revenue, and utilizes the very whole amount for the welfare and development and management and operation of the fishing harbour, and thereby increase the revenue by the resource management and service providing. Let us take this, let us write this as a side note in our mind. No matter what size of the fishing harbour we construct, whether it is blue harbour, green harbour, smart or integrated fishing harbour, it matters the most the system we implement in fishing harbour for inculcating the hygiene and sanitation and best management practices over there, so that we can supply good quality material to domestic as well as export market. The solution for this is this kind of fishing harbour management societies. Let us embrace this as a good model and implement in all fishing harbours across the state. Thank you very much for the patient hearing.